All right, gentlemen. Top 5 this week is pet peeves.
And I'm a little peeved about this.
Okay.
Because if I'm not mistaken, I'm the one who said, hey, we should do pet peeves. I got a lot of them. And
maybe.
Then thinking about it, don't really have a lot of them.
That surprises me.
So what is a pet peeve? According to the internet, a pet peeve is a minor annoyance that an individual finds particularly irritating to a greater degree than the norm.
Yeah.
Right? So it's a small thing, can't be a big, it's a small thing.
Right.
And like you particularly find this annoying. Most people don't find that big of a deal.
Okay.
You guys
I
ready?
for sure know my top 2. The rest of my list is kind of iffy, dude.
Well, just then, I mean, just do it. I mean, we don't know. If you
We're going round table though, right?
yeah. Who wants to go first?
You.
I'll go first. No problem. My number 5 is throwing trash out the window of the car. I hate when I see people do that.
Oh,
See, this is what I
that's a
need.
crime,
This is what I need,
Dude,
bro.
isn't that a crime?
Yes.
It's a crime, but like littering is not like it's like a that big of a crime. But I hate it. It is to me. It is a blatant disregard.
It's like I don't give a f about anything.
100%. It's you do not care about anything or anyone, but enough to literally just wait till you get home and throw something. You throw cigarettes, trash.
Yeah.
I hate that so
and those
much.
poor criminals have to go out there on the weekend and pick it up with sticks and stuff.
It's an instant you are a douche. Like you're a bad person. Like you're probably a bad person. If you throw stuff out the window, there's a high likelihood that you're a bad human being.
Bro,
because you just don't care about anybody or anything.
I
concur
completely.
What is it? Jim Gaffigan has a great bit about that where he's like, I see people throwing out bags of trash. He's like, I'm so lazy. I won't even take my trash like to the garbage. I'll just like set it outside a door until it piles up. And he's like, these people are taking their garbage on a ride in the car.
Dude, it's also like I feel like it's way less of a problem now than when we were kids.
Yeah, I don't see that often, to be fair.
But like, I do remember like riding in cars with like people's dads, like to and from practices or whatever, and like getting home, be like, Dad, yo, Mr. Such and Such.
Okay, can I ask you as a question though? Because this let's see if I'm wrong or right in this logic.
Hold on, before you ask us the question, do you think you're right in this logic, or do you think you're wrong?
I think I'm right, but I've recently been called out that I may be wrong.
Okay, let's hear it.
This whole time.
Let's hear it. Snap judgment.
If you throw out food, like let's say I got a half-eaten bagel.
Same thing.
And I just toss it out the window.
No.
You think
or
you're
like that piece of the banana that nobody wants to eat.
You think it's okay to throw that out the window?
Yeah.
I completely agree.
Okay, good. I
Agree.
was scared there for a second.
No.
I was the only one.
No.
Because my dad told me.
I mean, you're still littering the ground. You're still making the city and the thing worse.
I think there's an important
birds, animals, something's gonna come by and
Yeah.
get that. It's gonna biodegrade. It's gonna it sits there long enough. It's gonna go into the soil. It's gone.
You're replenishing life.
Yeah,
dude.
a gum wrapper is gonna be there for thousands of years.
Exactly.
That's
There's
you're right that it's less
Science,
bad. It's less bad.
No, it's not bad at all. It's not even.
Okay, well then
Okay.
what about a full cheeseburger? Perfectly fine.
I think
How about
there's
a watermelon?
Fine.
I think there's an important.
I don't care. It's dude.
Now there's
Go ahead.
There's an important distinction though between this.
What else you got, dude?
This dude's throwing out like
Coney dog. Take it off the stick first, then let it rip. I'm cool with that.
What if it hits somebody's car?
Oh,
you gotta be smart about it.
No, I'm not saying it's fine to throw food at people's cars. I'm saying if you're just driving,
well, you just throw it indiscriminately out the window.
Fine.
It's fine. You don't know where it's going to go.
I will say there's probably a distinction.
And now you have a separate problem.
Yeah.
It's a separate problem.
You can't be in like Walmart's parking lot and I just throw down a Baconator. I was like, yeah, I'm going to do this. I think to me, you have to throw it like somewhere where there's like soil. That's my.
Have you seen how many of those birds just hang out in that parking lot? You don't think they're going to take care of it, bro? All good. Now, I will say it is a problem. It is a problem if you throw it right next to your, like you get in your car and you just like pour your drink out or a burger out like right here.
Yeah.
Because now someone's going to come in that parking lot. Okay. I will say the one thing I am not cool with throwing out is gum. because that's
Okay.
a day ruiner, dude.
Yeah.
Stepping gum is
Yeah.
the worst.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
again, it's
I'm
not
with
like
you.
I have a feeling if you just let gum sit there for 100 years, it'd probably still be there. So then I am still right in the fact
There
that
you
it's
go.
not gonna.
Yeah.
Well, hey, you know what? I guess we can disagree on the food part, but I think we agree with trash, throwing it out the window.
No, not good.
100.
Make sure you're a
Terrible.
scumbag.
100%.
So yeah,
Yes.
my number 5, throwing trash out the window.
Okay.
Trash, not food. I completely agree.
What you got, Matt?
Number
Number 5.
I have a number 6. I'll just throw out there.
Honorable
Let's do
mention.
6. Let's do the honorable mention at the end. So we
Okay.
don't like scoop each other at an accident with honorable mentions.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I'm okay
Actually,
with that.
I think I'm good. I think I got to repeat here. Okay, so number 5, people that talk to you while you're in a stall taking a dump. Like you can't do that.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm with you.
Dude.
No, like I'm
with
talking.
you.
I'm not talking like your house. Like if it's your kids.
Yeah.
Or,
In a public,
like even
in a
then,
public stall.
yeah, you're in a public stall. You're at a work environment,
Mhm.
somewhere where you know people there or whatever. You're in there doing your business. Somebody comes in, they saw you either go in or they recognize your shoes or something.
Yep.
And they're talking to you like I'm talking to you right now. Where
Yep.
it's just like,
Mhm.
so Dave, dude, the Steelers last night,
Yeah.
you know, like that interception.
Dude,
What do you
I'm
think,
in
man? They
here-
bring it in or not? And I'm like,
I'm power squatting.
I'm like,
fighting for my life in stall 3, dude. Keep your mouth
yeah,
closed.
I'm like, my pants are down to my ankles right
Serious
now. I'm very
business.
vulnerable.
Do you know how
Serious
vulnerable-
business.
Yes. Hey,
Yeah.
I'm gonna piggyback on that. People in the stall next to you or in the bathroom in general,
Yes.
letting like watching videos on their phones or something,
Mhm.
full tilt, full volume.
Yes.
That's in general. You need to be listening to. So this is not on my list. You need to be listening to. If you're listening to your stuff, it should be on headphones. If you're in public,
Bro,
Yeah.
I just
Any
had another,
situation.
see, I knew I
Okay.
needed you guys.
Yeah.
I have hella pet peeves.
Okay.
yeah,
I just
can think of them.
I
Hey.
need because same thing, like people walking through the store on the speaker.
Speakerphone,
Bro.
No, I can talk.
Cut that
No.
off.
no. People who take a phone call while they're taking a shit in the stall next to you.
Yeah,
Yeah. They're like, oh, hey, yeah, I can be there for that appointment
Yeah.
then. And you're just like, bro, you're over here talking
Well,
about.
let's
And-
not judge, bro.
and
What's
that's
the
just-
appointment? Like it might be.
and that's just bro code. Also, you do not talk to another man in the bathroom.
However,
Urinals are different.
No,
urinals-
especially on urinals.
No, I'm with
Dave,
no,
you're
no,
wrong.
no,
You're wrong.
You're wrong.
Excuse
I'm
me?
with Dave. You cannot have conversations. You cannot talk to each other, whatever. But a quick like dad joke at the urinal, I'm for like,
Like a-
hey boys, this water's cold, and everyone's like, ha, 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 ha. And then someone from the
I'll
other side
allow
goes,
it.
the other side goes,
Okay.
yeah, it's deep too, and you're like, ho, ho, ho,
Yeah.
yeah.
So quick one-liners.
See out there, boys. Wash
Or,
your hands. Get
yeah.
going.
Hey, where'd you buy that watch?
No conversations.
That one's concerning.
Okay, so conversations
Even if they're not
Are
wearing
off
one.
limits.
Are off. Yes, I agree.
at
with
pretty
that.
much anywhere in the
No.
I
bathroom.
agree with that.
Toilet taking a dump? No. Urinal? Fair game.
Absolutely not.
Chiefs game. Chiefs
Wrong.
game, dude. Like, hey, what are we doing? Like, we're running cover 3 on the it's like the third quarter. Everyone runs
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, yeah, get him out of here. He sucks. I'm just like, I stir the pot a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that's funny. I had a teammate in high school. I always had to go to the bathroom, number 2, before games.
Yeah.
And he would
Oh, yeah.
always come in there at the same time and want to have a full-fledged.
No.
I love the guy. Loved him. But he was like, hey, Dave, is that you? I'm like, yeah, man.
He sees your shoes.
yeah. And he
sees
wants
your
to talk to
shoes.
me. I'm like, bro,
I knew
not
you wore
right
polka
now.
dot underwear.
Not right now. Not right now. Trying to get
What
my mind
about
right.
what about have you guys ever seen anyone that takes their shirt off while they take a dump?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I had a
What?
homie in high
Yep.
school, like I was in the bathroom and he comes out, like he's like, I walk in and he's like walking out of the stall and he doesn't have a shirt on. And it's like fourth period. I'm just like, yo, what are you doing? He's like, oh, dude, well, when you take a dump, all the scent comes out of the toilet bowl and up into your shirt. So it just gets stuck in all the fibers.
That's not true.
So I just take my shirt off and I hang
It's
it up.
stuck
That's
in the
so
fibers.
false.
That's what he claimed.
That is, dude, that's wild.
That's what, yeah.
I mean, I would
Also-
rather have them do that than talk to me.
Agreed.
Let me
next
ask,
to me.
yes,
Agreed.
Like,
for sure. Let me ask you this.
Do all that.
While we're in the spirit of dumping, do you guys ever dump, like say like you're getting ready to get in the shower or something, or you're getting dressed and you don't have any pants on or underwear, you're naked.
Do you have a shirt? Oh, okay.
You're just naked. Well, if you're like
Pooh Bear?
I was
you're
gonna say,
talking, you're Winnie the
Winnie
Pooh.
the Pooh in
Bear?
it.
I'll allow it. You don't have any pants on.
Okay.
Okay. I don't feel comfortable pooping without pants on.
Really?
I need my
That's
waistband.
interesting.
I need the.
I feel the most comfortable.
I need to feel the
Elastic around
elastic
around your
pushing me
ankles.
together. I need to fight against it, dude. If I'm like taking a dump, like because I take like a morning dump to get in the shower, I gotta like make sure I take the dump on with my chonies on before I get in.
Did you sleep? But you don't sleep with pajamas,
Not
do
even.
you?
I sleep with shorts on now.
Oh, okay.
Ever since I had daughters or kids, I
Fair
guess
enough.
kids,
Fair enough.
I
fair
put
enough.
shorts on.
Because I was imagining you sleeping with like naked,
Yeah,
and then putting your pants
but
on.
yeah, but
just
for
to
the
go to
first 23
bathroom.
years of
Oh,
my
yeah.
life, I was just naked. I'd be like, yo, I gotta put these shorts on real quick so I can take this dump. I mean, I'll do it. Like, don't get me wrong, I'll do it, but
like
much more comfortable having pants
Dude,
on.
I think that's the closest you can get to like cavemen and like nature, like where we came from, is doing that with no clothes on. Because you're just like, man, I'm free right now.
No,
I am
dude,
one.
I
I am one with the earth, dude.
I need my restrictions.
that's hilarious.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
This is bringing out some good conversation.
All right. So that's your number 5, which was what again?
People who talk to you while you're in the stall, and taking a number 2.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
All right, Colin. What's your number 5?
All right. I mean, like all these are kind of in the same. I don't really know where to let them. All right. Oh, here we're gonna go. Pet peeve number 5: not checking if your doors are locked or if all the lights are turned off before you get in bed. It makes me almost irate if I lay down in bed and I'm all cozied up under the sheets, and then I'm like, did I lock the front door? And then like I sit there, I'm like, just play that game. Like every time it happens, I'm like, for 10 minutes, I'm like, no, I think it's locked. I think it's locked. Get out. Go do it.
So
I hate it, dude.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I think it goes back to when I was a kid and I wouldn't get up. My mom would come in and throw the covers off of me, and it would make me irate. Like first thing in the morning, just like throwing the covers off. It's like to this day, I won't do that to my kids. Like I'll like wake them up like gently. I'm sure that I do stuff they're gonna complain about on a podcast one day, but you're all cozied and bows, dude.
Coast and also bows.
Now you got to get up and go do the whole
So
thing.
I feel like in every relationship, there's like one person who primarily does all that, and the other one does
the man does it.
Okay, exactly.
Yeah. While you're cleaning the kitchen, Ashley checks all the doors and.
So I would tell you, I will tell you, I'm not the door locker person. I will turn off the light. I'm the light person. I'll make
The
sure.
door locker person just makes sense to be the light person.
Yeah, but it depends on who's behind in the rotation of.
Now,
putting
I
the
will say,
kids-
there's been times I don't check the like Teresa's coming in and she'd come in like, hey yo, but I will like holler like, yo, check
Yeah.
the lights and all the doors.
Yeah.
And then she gets mad because she gets in. I'm like, yo, did you check all the doors? She's like, yes. I'm like, even the front door. She's like, yes, Colin.
Yeah.
You check it.
And then I go back.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's not a thing. That's something I don't even think about because she just
Really?
does. But if she's out of town or something, then yes,
I would hope so.
I'm doing my rounds. I'm checking. But that's just it's one of those jobs that never.
Hey, dude, you guys are just breaking down barriers in your house.
That's
It's
what
all
we do,
good.
man. Next, I'm gonna start making sourdough next.
There you go.
Dude. I got some starter for you.
Nice. All right. So that's number 5 is forgetting to check.
Yeah, you
Lock
guys
the
don't
doors.
feel the same way. It's not a big deal. I think
It's not a pet peeve.
well,
no.
you don't do it as much.
I check them every single night. Yeah.
But
I don't.
But
it's not a
like, if
pet
you
peeve.
get in your bed, you're not like mad that you got to get out of your bed.
No.
Okay,
I'm a very routine person. Like
you're doing.
I just do everything.
It's always gonna be done.
I always do it. Yeah.
Okay.
for the most part.
For the
I
most
do
part.
it. But like every once in a while, dude.
Yeah. Happens.
All right,
All
moving
right.
on.
Number 4. My number 4 has to do with parking. So parking
Let him
is
cook, dude.
like I hate it. It again, a lot. So there's the same theme as last time. It's I do not care enough about anybody else to take 3 seconds to fix my parking. I'm just gonna pull into the spot.
You're saying you hate when people do this.
What?
You don't care?
No, I hate bad parking.
Okay,
That's my pet peeve is bad
Yes.
people who
Yep.
park
Okay.
bad.
Specifically trucks, dude. Like if you got a big truck, park that thing.
Yes, please. So like, I remember in college, there's a lot of places where you go where parking's at a premium. There's like not a lot of spots. So when you get somebody who's like just pulls in, it's usually a big truck. It is. You can tell they just literally went straight in, didn't care at all, and left. And they're like taking up 2 spots. That's so frustrating because again, it takes you 10 seconds to back out and do it again. And and like he's like, I don't care. Either I'm not aware enough or I don't care
They don't
about
care.
anybody else.
It's the same people that don't
It's
put their
just like-
shopping carts away.
It's like, oh,
Cart narcs.
That could be on my pet
Golly.
peeve list.
That drives me nuts.
Not putting your. Do you guys put your shopping carts away?
Yes, every single time.
I don't think I have a friend that doesn't, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, I think these are all things that are like are like microcosms of who you are. I really believe that because there's no repercussion for not doing it. There's no reward for doing it. You could easily get away with it with no repercussions.
I'll give some repercussions to people, but not now that I have nicer cars. But back when I drove a '95 Yukon and someone on the driver's side is hugging that line or on it, I would pull my dude. I'm talking inches from their car and get out the other side, or get out the back even. Like if I'm squeezed on both sides, I'll park it and be like, "You suck." And then I would crawl over 2 rows of seats to get them.
Oh my God.
I'm talking more like the shopping cart. There's nothing they're gonna happen to you.
Yeah.
Right. But bad parking or people who intentionally take 2 spots. They have a big car or a big truck and they intentionally they draw like over the line.
Or they have like a
they
sports car.
Yes.
They don't want anybody to
Like,
touch.
I'm okay if you could take up 2 spots.
If you're way out there.
Correct.
Yes. I'm cool. I get that. You have a nice car, you don't get dinged, but you got to park way out there.
Yep.
Do not park close and take up 2 spots.
You can't have it both ways.
Yes. So bad parking. And because you can ask my wife, every single time I park, every single time, I open my door, look out, back up, every single time. Because kind of one of the main reasons is because I want to be able to have this opinion. So I have to make sure that I'm doing I know how much it frustrates me.
I'd say I'm pretty solid at parking.
I'm gonna be checking days parking.
I'm
gonna be out there with like a ruler.
I also pull through or back into a parking spot as much as I can.
So
that's a safety thing.
You do that, but you're good at it.
Yeah.
If you're going to back into a spot, you get like 1 shot.
Yeah.
You can't do a 13-point turn.
Especially if people are waiting.
Yes. I'm sitting here like, this is packed. And this guy's like, no, dude, if you can't do it, pull forward.
Yeah.
If you can't do it.
Kick rocks, nerd.
Yeah.
I'm the same way. Dude, I got someone at the Sam's Club the other day. This is probably a couple months ago. It was me and Murph picking up a couple things at Sam's Club. And we're parked out on the end. And at Sam's, I will say, for as much as I hate people that don't bring their shopping carts back, Sam's Club has all their cart returns at this particular Sam's Club. All like the first 3 parking spots across the whole, like there's not a secondary drop off.
Gotcha.
So like people that are parked in the back, they're like, screw it. And they just throw it on like the median, like where the planters are and stuff.
Sure.
Well, we're leaving, like we're packing up. Murph's got the cart. And I'm like, yo, run that cart back. I'll pick you up at the front. Because it's like 20 spots away. He's like, whatever, I'll pick you up. As we're doing this, a lady 2 spots away is now packing her stuff up. And she goes to put the cart up on the median with all the other carts that are there. I am just happen to be right there. I said, oh, ma'am, I'll get that for you. And she grabs, and then she turns around and sees Murph has a cart. I'm like, Murph, let's take these up. She goes, oh, you already have a cart? I was like, yeah, well, someone's got to do it. And I just like look at her. She's like, I'm like, yeah, lady, you suck, dude. And Murphy's just like looking at me. He's like, Dad, what was that about? I'm like, I'll explain it later, dude.
There you go. It's like never like the people who like leave their cart. It's never the people that like you would give a pass to. Like somebody's like handicapped or it's always somebody like
have carts.
Completely able.
Right.
I don't know.
I have to leave at 10:45 for adoration.
Okay.
So
all right,
we're cutting it close.
All right. That was my number 4, which was
solid.
Bad parking.
Solid.
Bad parking.
All right. My number 4, slow people in stores. Like I'm there on a mission. I'm trying to get stuff. You're either on the right or left side. You're not in the middle. You're slow. Get out of the way.
Yeah.
Like you can be slow there, but don't be in my way.
That's me and I walk pretty fast.
Yeah,
so
me too.
It just bugs me.
Me
like
too.
when
Yeah.
I can't get around.
I know what I'm here for. You clearly don't.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Move.
Just slowness.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Slowness walking.
It drives me crazy.
It's funny. Slowness walking gets me, but I'm not that way in driving. I don't drive that fast. So
slow drivers also pisses me off. Get out of the way.
I'm okay with slow drivers as long as they're not in the left lane. I actually, spoiler alert.
Well,
on the list somewhere.
Okay. So your number 4 is slow grocery
people
stores,
in
people.
stores. Yes.
Slow
people.
walkers.
Slow walkers.
Not slow people.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
My number 4
maybe a little bit.
is dragging your feet when you walk.
Oh,
Interesting.
This is a lot of times it's the youth. And like I'm gonna call
The
out your
youths.
son. The other day they're all playing in my front yard, and like I heard Kai like you just hear like the feet drag, like the heel, and I like go get on Murph about it. I'm like, yo Murph, pick up your feet,
Mm.
and he's like, that wasn't me. I was like, and Kai looks at me. I was like, pick your feet up, Kai. I don't know why, but just like hearing like it's just to me it's like laziness. Like you're too lazy to pick up your foot like an extra half inch to just walk like a normal person. I don't know. Like it's not really rational.
That's
but
good. That's a pet peeve.
Kind of bugs me.
That's exactly what a pet peeve is, though.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a
it doesn't have to be rational. It just
archetype.
bothers you.
Archetypal.
I already know another one that bothers Colin, so
Yeah.
I won't spoil his list.
Can't wait.
Fingers in your mouth.
Fingers in my mouth.
Not your mouth.
Not your mouth.
Like kids' mouths.
Yes.
I hear you yelling at the kids all the time
Yes,
about that.
dude, yes. Especially at that age, like that second, third
Yeah.
grade age when like
Get your fingers out of your mouth.
yes, dude. That's just
Is that on your
It's
list?
weird. No, but
Oh man.
add it to the honorable mention.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
All
That's
right.
good. So that's your number 4, which was
Dragging your feet.
dragging
when
your
you
feet. Okay, that's a good one. My number 3 and number 2 are similar, but they're a little different. So I actually did separate them. So number 3 is something that I think, I don't know if I was the first to say this, but I coined this term, at least in my circle, and it's IDAs. So I call them IDAs.
That
So
sounds
this
I'd have
is-
done that.
Exactly. So it's when
Oh.
when you're telling a story to somebody of something that happens, and they say, you know what, I would have done blah, blah, blah in your situation. If I was there, I would have done, or I'da done. So I call them an Ida. So like that bothers me. Cause like, it's just like, it's a one-upmanship. It's
Yeah.
like, it's just like saying I'm better than you. I would have been, I'm smarter. I have more courage, more bravery, whatever the
Well,
situation is.
it's armchair quarterback, dude.
Yeah, exactly. You weren't there. Like you wouldn't have done. Like you're talking a big game here.
Yeah.
You know,
somebody,
it's like
somebody breaks in your house. I would have shot him 17 times. And
Yeah.
you're
It
like,
literally happened to me when my daughter got attacked by a dog.
mhm.
And like I just scooped her up, like got
Yeah.
the dog. I don't even know how I just like got
Yeah.
separated them,
yeah,
grabbed my daughter and like sprinted to her whole face was jacked up.
yeah,
Sprinted to my car, left my wife who had the keys.
yeah.
Because I'm just like so frantic.
Yeah, you're not. And
I'm telling people this story, like, did you kill the dog? I'm like, no, I was just trying to like, oh, I would have killed him. I'm like,
yeah,
would you have?
yeah.
You would have
exactly.
put your daughter down and like drowned the dog
Yes,
and then gone back to your daughter.
Exactly
Like,
right.
no, you wouldn't have. Dude.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's the exact situation.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like you're telling them a story that's wild. That's like a once in a lifetime story.
Yeah.
And like, just shut up and listen to my story.
Yeah.
Don't sit
Yeah.
here and tell me what you would have done.
Oh, I'd have killed
And
him.
you know what I mean? Like, okay. Or
Yeah.
it's, I mean, you can just think of countless examples of like, I was
Huh.
talking to this person and they got upset at me. Well, I would have told them this and that. Like,
Yeah.
no,
That's a
you
good
wouldn't
one.
have.
So,
I like that one.
so you get probably upset with like one-uppers in general then, right?
Yes. So it kind of leads into my number 2, which I'll get into more later. But this is
Okay.
this is a specific type
Okay.
of one-upmanship.
Okay, because I was gonna say, there's times when you're with the boys and someone tells a story and you're just like, oh, dude, and like you could be a one-upper, but in the safety of like the circle of the boys,
Yeah.
I'll allow it.
Yeah.
You're just segueing into a continued conversation.
100%. Yeah. You're continuing it. You're not saying like, oh, like that's like, it depends on how you say it. It's like, oh, that's nothing. I did this. You're like, oh, that's
Yeah.
nothing. That pales in comparison to what I did.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know. I just like the term Ida also, like, because that's what they say. Oh, Ida
Okay.
done this. So
I
I,
like
call him
that.
an Ida.
Okay.
That's my number 3 Idas.
Okay.
I like it.
So yeah, mine is holding the door open for people, and then you get no response or acknowledgement that you did that, for
Bro,
them.
snatch you by the hair, pull you back out, and close the door on
Yeah.
them.
Yes.
Stay outside.
Yeah, it's like, bro, I don't work at Buckingham Palace.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not a Queen's guardman, whatever they're called.
Yeah.
Like I did this out of the kindness of my heart. I didn't have to.
Yeah.
I was just like, hey, here's comes
Yeah.
somebody. I'm gonna open for it, and it could be man, woman.
Yeah.
Dude, I'll
Like-
take it one further. When someone holds the door for me, that I'm probably you're over nice. You're Midwest nice,
Yeah,
dude.
you're
Midwest
I'm
nice.
like 8 steps away.
Yeah.
I'll hit it like a quick.
gotta
brisk,
jog
like,
it.
boom,
100%.
boom, boom.
Yeah, dude, you gotta
dude.
bump. You gotta bump it.
Give him a quick 3.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
You gotta hit. You gotta,
Yeah,
That's
dude.
hilarious.
Yeah.
I did that when I crossed the street.
100%.
Like when the
that.
street's coming and like a car's coming and he stops for me, like, okay, I'm going to
Dude,
move it. I'm not
You gotta
going
cruise it.
It happened the
people
other
just
day.
take their time, their sweet time
Oh.
across the street.
Yeah.
Murphy was, we were driving somewhere and that was happening.
Yeah.
And Murph's like, Dad, look at these guys. They got their head up their butt. And I'm like starting to laugh. I'm like, you're right, Murph. That they have the right of way. Cause I was like, saw the thing. It said like 23 seconds. Like, whatever. I'm like, technically they have the right of way. Like this guy has to stop. They can just take their sweet time.
Mm-hmm.
However, it's very inconsiderate. We know that whole thing, but I'm like, but you're right. Don't lose that.
He sees it though.
Head
He
up
sees
butt,
it.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
He
right.
sees
But yeah,
it.
dude, when you open the door and somebody just rolls in, you're just like, oh, excuse me.
It is.
Like,
It's
wow.
extremely rude.
Especially,
Yeah.
I even get even more hot if it's a female that think they're like hot shit.
Oh, like you did it because you're trying to impress her or something.
No, or just like, oh, of course you're gonna like everyone opens my doors.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
I'm a boss bitch. Like
Yeah.
that kind of mentality.
Uh-huh.
That's what I'm like, dude, grab you by your hair.
Yeah.
You can open your own doors.
Yeah.
Yes.
Your cocoa macchiato that you're holding in your hand, I'm about to slap
Yeah.
the shit out of that thing.
Dude, I would love to do. I would if they're like
And
if there's
walk out
no
the door.
repercussions. Oh, I'd be. Oh yeah, that'd be.
Yeah. If that happened to
Yeah.
me, I'd have slapped it right out of
There
her.
you go, man.
I'd-
There you go. But then that would have been littering.
Exactly, yeah.
that you're
Oh,
you're in a
dude.
conundrum there.
What are you gonna do now?
See, like
Yeah.
littering's not as bad to me as throwing it out the window. So I don't like littering also, but like but throwing it out the window, it just like is so blatant and
Oh,
so
there's levels to this.
so
Okay.
like
What?
I think they're
no
both.
I don't like either of them. They're both bad. But I'm saying to
Out
me,
the car is worse.
to me that just I just feel like it's so just like I just
Probably
don't
because
care.
like you probably like you could just put it in your car. And
exactly
save it for later.
yes
Okay.
yeah.
I don't know. It's a
Yeah.
iffy take, but I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
Anyway, that's Matt's number 3,
Yeah.
which
So I'm on
was
number
what
3.
not saying thank you or acknowledging it at least.
Yes.
When somebody
being
opens the door for me.
appreciative when somebody opens a door for you.
Okay, that's fair.
Dude, like, see, this my number 3 is kind of whack. Not being answered when you're talking to someone. Like when
Okay.
I'm talking to you,
Okay.
I'm telling you something, and then they're just like, I get no response. Happens a lot with like we're going through it with like a couple of our kids right now.
Mm-hmm.
But even like I'll just be telling like Teresa a story or anybody like something. I'm like, and then this happened and that was it. And they're just like yo.
Yeah.
I actually
Something.
at my house I go acknowledge.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they're not
They're
thinking
not.
it's rude.
Mm-hmm.
And so like I need to check myself, like,
Mhm.
but I'm also just like uh-huh.
Kids do that a lot.
Like give me a
A lot of kids do that.
yeah. Oh yeah. It's like, yeah.
Mhm.
But it still bugs me.
Yeah.
Like, hey Reagan. And she's like looking at me like, dude, do you not hear this person?
Yeah.
Can you say hello to them?
Yeah.
Your sister's asking you a question, whatever.
Yeah.
Bugs me.
Gotcha. Okay.
Not the strongest one,
Not-
but I said like my list.
It's okay.
Dude, I was on an island. I didn't
That's fine.
you guys
Oh,
are
they
you
don't-
guys are getting me cooking,
Yeah.
but
That's fine. Okay. Throw in number 2. My number 2 is know-it-alls in general. Just in general know-it-alls. So this is a similar the person that
I know
is
about
an
that.
IDA, right?
I know about that.
Is also probably a know-it-all. I thought it's a similar personality type.
yes.
Okay.
I agree.
I catch myself doing this, like correcting people. So I like actively try to not do
Not
that.
to.
Like I've done it a lot in my life, and like I've been way better at not doing that. So I for sure have done this before.
Yeah.
But like it's not just like it's unnecessary corrections. Like I'll say, hey, like LeBron has 50,000 points, and they're like 50,201. It's like
yeah.
All right, bro.
unnecessary correction.
You get it.
It
like
is.
that's not like
it-
that's
It is actually 50,002.
Yeah.
Because he hit a 3.
Yeah, I know.
It's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah,
No,
50,000.
don't worry about it.
don't worry about it.
Yes. That
So
bugs me.
unnecessary corrections. Like it was like so earlier when I said Kurt Russell,
Yeah.
Russell Crowe, that's not unnecessary because that is an actual to me. That's like there's different people, right?
Yeah.
So like that's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
But like I'm saying, like if it's a stat and it's barely different, like why? You're just trying to show that you know
Yeah.
more than everybody
Well,
else.
I think it happens a lot now because everyone's got a computer in their pocket.
yeah.
It's like I know people like you're talking about it, and they're like Jamie on Joe Rogan. Like you're talking,
Yeah.
they'll just start googling. Like
But
actually,
but yeah, it's like you're telling a story and you're like,
Yeah.
yeah, like it was over by like Woodlawn or whatever. And they're like, actually, it was
Yeah.
Oliver
Yeah.
and 1500 block up. You're just like, okay, dude,
100%.
but that has
Yeah.
no context
I
to
have
my
two
overall
to
story.
piggyback off of
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Same vein.
Uh-huh.
Constant interrupters,
Mm.
Oh man.
did I take your thunder? I'm sorry. But
See you next
also,
week.
like you reminded me of because like I've caught myself doing it to Matt. Like
Yeah.
I've been saying, like I've been cutting him off, and I just seem like, and I was just like, yeah, that's my fault, dude.
Hold that thought. If it is on your list, we'll get to
All
it.
right, we'll get to it.
Yeah.
But okay, the other one is like of the know-it-alls is the wild ass story guys, which happened a lot more often back before Google. But like the whole dude, the last time it happened to me, I was a sales manager, and like one of my sales reps was talking about how he was a karate champion, and he had to register his hands as lethal weapons.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, that's not true. He's like, yeah, sure it is.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, no. I literally was like, that rumor existed on every playground
Yeah.
before the internet.
Yeah.
But now everyone knows that is
Instantly
not a
disproven.
thing.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not a thing. And he was like down to ride with it. I'm
Yeah.
like, this is your dude. Like, this is fake. Just stop.
Yeah.
And I also big one for me is like they just know, they happen to know literally about everything you're talking about,
Mm-hmm.
and like act like, so like if it's sports, if it's cars, if it's fashion, like literally every single thing. It's like, hey, you don't know. I can tell you don't know anything about this,
Yeah.
and guess what? It's okay.
Right.
Like I
Yeah.
remember hanging out with you guys on Tuesday night dinner. You guys were talking about hunting and beer and fishing and boats, and I'm just sitting there like,
mm-hmm.
yeah, I don't know anything about this. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna sit here and like act like I know. I don't. I don't know
Yeah.
anything about this. And it's like no matter what it is. Oh yeah, I know that. You don't. You don't. Like,
Yeah.
and it could be even just like that. Like a reaction. If I tell you something that's like brand new, like your reaction's like, oh, that's interesting. Or it could be like, yeah, yeah, you're right. Yeah. It's like, no, you don't. You don't know anything about this.
Yeah.
I know you don't, and it's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Like,
It's fine.
you know?
You're not
Yeah.
being quizzed.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
And again, I have done this before. I can definitely have looked back at my past, been a know-it-all, try to stop being it.
It's
But
growth.
definitely
It's growth.
something
That's
that
good,
bothers
man.
me.
I like that.
And it's like it's usually a person, right? So it's not like if you like say, oh, actually, if, you know what you said before, that's fine. But like it's the same person that's always constantly doing it is what
Right.
gets
Yeah.
it what
Right.
is
They
what
can't
like
help themselves.
is like what wears you down. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, that
Yeah.
gets to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So number 2, know-it-all.
Okay, so my number 2, they go hand in hand together, but people who are poor listeners and people who are constant interrupters.
Mm.
And so to me, it really bothers me
Mm-hmm.
because when people, it's fine if you do it every now and then or something. It's not a big deal,
I do this.
right?
I do this.
But it really, really bothers me. And I've had conversations, about this with people and stuff, but like in my family or whatever.
Mm.
But it's like,
Like what kind of conversations? Like you're bugging the shit out of me.
well, just
Stop
saying
it.
like, because to me, it's like if you're not listening to somebody, and there's a difference between like I'm just like watching the show or something, but like if you're not listening and you constantly interrupt, like let's say I'm telling you a story about something,
Yeah.
and you're constantly interrupting, or I can see it in your face that you're just formulating your response.
I'm waiting. Yeah.
Yeah, you're waiting for me to stop, and some of that's fine, but it just shows like you don't care at all about what I'm saying,
Right.
and you're inconsiderate about everything that I am saying, and like and I think just to interrupt somebody, and not kids but like adults and stuff, it's just like, okay, like why am I even talking right now then?
Dude, it does get exhausting.
It bothers the crap out of me.
And I've been guilty of it too, but
Mhm.
I agree. That is like a pet peeve. I'm like, dude, can you just listen to this?
Yeah, and it's
Even
what-
I'll even say there's times where like I'll be hearing a story or something, and I've heard the story before, and I want to be like, dude, that guy. But you're just
Yeah.
like, no, all right, yeah, sit in the pocket for this one.
yeah. And there's different types of it, right? But if this is like, if I'm in the middle of a story or whatever I'm talking about, and you can tell like I'm not at the end of this or whatever, and it's just like, yeah, dude, so I was over, and it's like I'm not even done with the story. Like, okay, you're just gonna run
Yeah.
right over me right here, and it's like, cool, like, all right.
Do you ever go back to the drawing board when that happens to you several times? And be like, maybe that story's just not that good. I need to punch that one up.
Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah.
definitely take some.
I've done that
reflection
before, like,
Upon
dude,
like,
this
was I
story's not
was I just dragging on? But I like to think that I can pick up on like social cues like pretty well. There's still a lot I'm trying to grow and evolve into, but I like to think that like if I'm saying something that's not engaging, it's like, all right, I'm gonna just like, yeah, we're gonna take this one down and not go into it the way I thought it or whatever. But anyway. Yeah, that's what's funny. You say
That
that.
bugs, yeah,
That's
that-
fair.
It bugs me, and I
That's fair.
apologize because
Yeah, I do it too. I do it too, for sure. All right, number 2.
Number 2, driving slow in the left lane. Like I drive
Idea,
all the
let's
time.
come across.
I drive all the time.
Can you reach?
That's
Beep, 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 beep.
okay. That happened.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it just, dude, kick rocks.
So what does slow mean?
The speed limit.
The speed limit
Maybe.
or under it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I will say I've been in the left lane going 10 miles an hour over the speed limit,
Mhm.
and someone's riding my tail.
You gotta get over.
And I'm
it.
just like, no, dude. I'm like, buddy. Now I'm saying there's traffic in the right lane.
Yeah.
So I'm cruising left.
yeah.
Left lane's open, but I'm not going to constantly get over and get back. Like, dude, 10 miles an hour isn't good enough for you. Then, like, you can speed around me and I will not.
See, I have respect for the left lane, and Kensins I think are one of the worst with the left lane. Like left lane is like, you're in the what do they call that? The
Autobahn?
Autobahn, and there is no speed limits. There is no laws. It's whoever wants to go whatever speed. And if there's somebody behind you that wants to go faster and you're going 10, 15, 20 over, you gotta show respect to the left lane. You gotta get over and let let him cook behind you.
I disagree with this one. There's a thing on the road. It's on a white sign, and it says speed limit.
No, Dave.
Is what it says.
Wrong.
So you cannot complain about somebody going the speed limit
In the left lane?
Ever. No,
Dave,
ever.
Dave,
Ever.
the left lane is
Bro.
for passing. The
No.
left lane is for passing.
You know what the speed limit is?
What?
The flow of traffic.
Yeah.
What if
Nah.
if traffic at like 7 a.m. and you're hauling ass to the east side
Yeah.
and everyone's bumping
Yeah.
10 miles an hour because they're all just getting to work? You best be going 10 miles an hour over everybody.
Exactly. Yeah.
No, that's not what the
And
that's
if you
not what the
wanna
law
go-
is.
And you're gonna do it in the left lane too?
No, I'm gonna go. I'll go a little bit over the speed limit, but I'm not gonna go like crazy. And
How
if
many-
you're trying to go,
Oh, thank
you
God
get-
you're not driving on Saturday, dude.
and if you're not trying to like getting all pissy because I'm not going a million miles an hour over the speed limit. F you. It's the speed limit. It's the freaking
Do
law.
you get flipped off a lot?
No.
I will say I'm not gonna get if you're not in the left lane, if you're in the middle lane, fine, bro. I'm not
No,
gonna
you're
get
good.
pissy about it.
You're good.
But I am just gonna be like, yo, dude,
You gotta-
it's a lot safer if you just go the same speed as all of us.
you got to respect the left lane, man.
But like, I mean,
Left lane
well,
is-
obviously everybody's not going that fast because that's what you're saying that the left lane is for faster people. So not the whole traffic's going that fast. Only
I'm
people
saying like there's certain times in the morning, like, dude, like if you go to work at like 5 a.m. to
Yeah.
7 a.m.,
Yeah.
like the early risers, those guys, we're all getting it 10 like the middle 2 lanes on Kellogg are going 10 miles an hour. The left lane's pushing 15, 20. And then you are just cooking at the speed limit. It's dangerous somewhat.
But whose fault is that? The people breaking the law? Or
Yeah,
the people
no,
not
I'm
breaking
not
the
saying
law?
I'm not saying it's your fault. I'm just saying
breaking the law.
like for your own safety, you should speed up a little bit.
That's fair.
But I'm also like, I'm not like, look at this jackass. Now, if you're in the left lane, I'd be like, look at this jack. I'm also like, I'm a road rager internally.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like I'm yelling
Me
at my
too.
windshield about
Sure,
it.
sure.
I'm not flipping anyone off.
not cutting
I'm
people
not.
out.
No,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
care about
I
it.
hold it inside. But no. Now,
Yeah,
man,
that's fair. I don't.
we're finding a lot out about ourselves tonight.
Yeah. All right. Number 1.
Matt already knows. Open mouth chewing.
That's a common one.
It's dude.
That's a common one.
And like kids do it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Do you give kids a pass like to a
No,
certain age?
no, I don't.
Like 3 or 4 year olds?
Yeah,
Okay.
but like 7-year-olds,
Yeah.
No,
dude, chew with your mouth closed.
fair.
Yeah.
Dude, it's like my roommate in college was like an open mouth chewer, and like after a couple months when we're really good friends to this day. I finally was like, "Yo, Pootie, you gotta chew with your mouth closed. This is insane."
Yeah.
And then like I would see girls in college
Mhm.
doing it. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Did no one ever look at you while you're eating and say
Yeah.
that's not okay?
That's kind of unattractive.
Oh my gosh,
It's
dude.
probably all around unattractive.
Oh, that's my red light.
That's your like.
But yeah, just
That's
dude,
fair.
I just
Yeah.
dude, hearing it. I'll be driving in my van and we'll be like passing out
Mm-hmm.
food.
And you're just like,
I'll be like, hey,
gotta
who's
be
got their
careful.
mouth open? And of course, everyone's like snitches, like
That's funny.
yeah.
I'm gonna be out in Colin's driveway, just not picking up my shoes, chewing with my mouth open, leaving a shopping cart.
do you
over
chew
at
tobacco
Brad's.
with? Do you do chewing tobacco with your mouth open?
Both.
Hmm.
I can open mouth breathe or close mouth breathe.
Sorry, I interrupted you. I'm sorry.
Look at us, dude.
Okay, that's a very common one. Doesn't bother me. I don't know. Doesn't bother me for some reason. But like, yeah,
It can.
Just sing people's food.
that doesn't bother me.
What?
Like it. I mean, I'm like that's kind of gross, but it doesn't like I don't think about it. Really.
yeah, it's same for me. Like,
I legit will just not make. I was just like, I gotta look this way.
Yeah, that's
I
fair.
can't.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I didn't know that about you too. I knew that was your number one.
yeah.
My number one. Dog moms. People who call themselves dog moms.
Fur babies.
People who say fur babies. People who treat their animals as children, period, in any way, shape, or form drives me nuts.
Sure, Jessica. I'll meet you at the bar. Just let me lock my little kid in a cage for 7 hours.
Thank you. Your dog is absolutely nothing in any way, shape, or form like my child. There's zero similarity.
Right.
I have dogs. I have children. There's nothing the same. Like you said, when you go out for anything, you can't look at your kids in the kennel.
Yeah.
Right? It's completely different. It's not even close to the same thing. So like on Mother's Day, people will say that. Dog moms, F you. You are not a mother. You are not.
Oh, hey.
Not even kind of.
How about the single mothers that give themselves props on Father's Day?
That's agreed.
That one sucks too.
I agree. Same idea. Same idea.
Same
Very
idea.
Similar.
Back to your point though, I have a buddy, you guys know him, was hardcore. They had 2 dogs, hardcore dog parents.
Yes.
Hardcore.
Yes.
Fur babies, all
Even
yada
dog
yada.
parents
yada.
bothers me. I don't like that either.
Right.
Yeah.
And it
The dog
annoyed me.
owners.
I'd always
Yes, dog
roast him
dog
about
owner.
it.
Yeah.
I'd be roasting him constantly about it, and he just like would
Yeah.
take it on the chin.
Yeah.
I said, just wait till you have a kid. Because
Yeah.
they're like trying to have kids.
Yeah.
They got pregnant. I said, dude, you got about 9 months
Yeah.
to bond as much as you can because that dog is about to become toast.
100%.
And he was like, no, not me. Da, da, da. Dude, 6 months in, that dog ain't nowhere to be found. It's in the basement. They used to sleep in between them. I'm like,
Yes.
yeah, bro, you're gonna let
Yes.
that. He's like, what happened? Oh, Landry scratched my daughter in the face. Yeah. One time, bro.
Yeah.
That
the
dog
is
now sleeps in the
punted.
kennel.
Exactly.
Yeah.
100%.
All right, give me your number one real
like,
quick.
I like animals. I like dogs.
Yes.
They are not the same as children, not even close.
I have so
Don't
much-
call yourself
I
a
have
not a
One
mom.
hundo.
You're not a mom.
I have a couple more to add to that, but it's fine.
I want to keep going, but I gotta go.
I know.
Yeah.
My number one, and it's similar to your chewing with the mouth up, where it like disgusts me. Like there's a reaction that I have in me that I can't. Is people that take out their chewing gum and will
On a plate.
put it on a plate, a can.
I don't see that
cup,
move very often, but it is gross.
Yes, it is.
and then
It
and then
is.
they take it when they're done eating or doing whatever, and then they put it back in their mouth. I won't call anybody out who does this. If they're watching this, they'll know. And they already know this is the number
You
one.
know who you are.
Yeah,
You know who you are.
it makes oh my
Does this person also check all the doors and lights in your house?
god, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my, and I even take it and like throw it, and I'm like, I don't understand like a pack of gum,
Yeah.
$2-3,
Get
whatever.
another piece.
There's 35 pieces in it. Throw it out. Get a new piece.
Also-
the new piece will be better.
Also-
it's better.
Also, just
There's no
swallow it.
reason.
Just I'm team swallow the gum.
7
Whoa.
years. You're done for
Yeah.
7 years.
I'm team I'm
I
team
don't know
swallow
about that,
it, dude.
I would rather. Okay, I wouldn't want to swallow it, but I would rather have them do that
I
than
swallow
save it.
gum all the time.
What?
Tracy, my wife gets I swallow gum all the time.
Oh, I heard it too. We're at the
No, run that back.
guys
Run
think I
that
said?
back.
Jay, we're running that.
Run
What do you
back.
guys
that
think I
back.
said?
That
What do you think I said?
there was not
Some
a
other
G
word with a
Say it.
G.
It
I'm
was
not
a
gonna say
C.
it.
It's
Say
more
it,
of a
dude.
C.
Say it. What word do you think I said? Say it, dude.
It's like the gas station.
Stand 10 toes down. What do you think I
It's
said?
like the gas station come and go.
So what was the word? What do you think I said?
Anyway,
Yeah. Anyway,
we took the tape.
Oh, you guys,
Tick,
you
tick.
guys are not standing 10 toes down behind me.
Tick,
there was. I don't know.
Get
if
your
I-
minds out of
after
the
you said that.
gutters.
I don't know if I want to have 10 toes on anything.
That's funny. Okay, hey, I think
gotta
we
go.
should continue this a little bit at the beginning of next. 'cause, Like
Yes.
we have some more stuff to mine here,
Yeah.
Yes.
but in the sake of the time, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you all next time.
Take it easy, lazy doggers.